Hey everyone, so today I wanted to start doing videos on here because I usually only do lives on Instagram and then I post them on YouTube. I don't really post them on here that much, only because I just never have the chance to. I also have like a lot of medical issues, so I'm alwait's literally back and forth with calling a doctor's office, calling like the pharmacy, going to the pharmacy. So it's kind of hectic, or sometimes I just don't feel well enough that I can't get out of bed. But the reason why I wanted to talk about these videos was just so they could get exposure, and just in general, like, because I feel like with me and this character, the one I'm going to talk about, which is the one named after me from Being Normal to Supernatural, and the rest of them. And that was a series I started to write about 11 years ago. It was 11 years last month. And this book series has changed me for the better. But again, I will be talking about each book from my own perspective. In the weeks to come, I will be attempting to do a video every week if I can. If I can't, I'll probably do it next week, and I'll probably do 2 videos if at that I can. But again, I sometimes get sick, so it just really depends on how I feel. But the character I want to talk about is the one named after me. And the one I named after me, I put myself in the book just because I went through a lot mentally with having medical issues, having to go through the medical issues, having to go to school with it, having to do all this. And I think people get the misinterpretation of that we can't do anything. We can. It's just to our ability. Everyone thinks just because they don't have cancer, they don't have heart problems, they don't have this, they don't have that they can't do anything. And no, I don't just sit here all day and basically watch TV. Well, yeah, kind of I do, but sometimes, not all the time. I do attempt to do things. I attempt to clean my room. I attempt to, at times, if I can, cook. But usually, like, sometimes it's mainly I usually ask my brother. But yeah, and just because of the books that I began to write, I decided when I realized why I was writing, I wanted to put myself in it to help me heal from something that was at the time what I assumed was a traumatic thing. And that was that I grew up dreaming about dead silence without even realizing that I was doing it until I was already in high school, and I didn't know how to cope with it. I had parents who, like, one parent would have probably thought it was cool and just asked me a million questions instead of helping me deal with it. The other would have kind of just probably brushed it off and been like, oh, you're just crazy or something, or I was making it up. So I didn't really want to talk to them about it. I also didn't want to talk to people about it. So I decided to write. And somehow it turned into what it did. And I'm kind of glad of it. So yeah, this character that I wrote off of, I based her off was me, and I think it was just so many things that helped me heal from this, just writing it and taking the time as much as I can to heal from what I was dreaming about. Because if you've ever seen the movie Dead Silence, you know that it's something that's not okay for a 4-year-old to watch. And it was something that did traumatize me. I remember looking at the movie and realizing, oh my god, I actually dreamt about this. I will talk about it in a different video, but for now, I just wanted to tell you guys, like, I want to start doing this. I really want you guys to get a feel of all the characters. I will be talking about every character. I will just name a couple of the other characters, the people I based them off of. I am writing another book too called A Twisted Oz, it is a twisted classic version of The Wizard of Oz. You can also find that. I want that. If you can't find them, you can always ask me. But the character, yeah, I basically wrote me as an 18-year-old who was going to school, being a normal. She kind of had the same medical issues as me, or so she thought. And then she found out that one of her friends was her brother, and that her and her brother are from a different dimension called Laramond. And basically, they have like anger issues towards their birth mother in so many ways, but they attempt to work on it with them. And the other videos I will be doing will be about people who I also base characters off of. One of them next week I'll probably be doing Brittany, and then the week after the anniversary of Dead Silence, which is on the 16th of March, I will be doing my friend Caesar, and then Ernie, Jessica, and then the last one, I'm taking my time with the last one because I want to give you guys the correct information about the heavy topic that will come up in this video about Michael, my friend Michael Medina. He's no longer alive, which is sad, but the circumstances of him dying is a very hot, heavy topic. And even like, I was gonna do his today, but I didn't realize how much it was gonna affect me trying to look at the way he died, like the topic of how he died, and realizing that it affected me a lot. So I've decided to do me. But yeah, anyways, the character, she is basically an 18-year-old finding out that she's part witch and part wizard, which I mixed those two together, and she has a boyfriend who's an original vampire who can't really be killed unless they have a certain blade. Like, yeah, you're probably seeing all this sounds familiar, like, probably sounds like Twitches, like, what's it called? Yeah, like, I got the ideas from there, but I didn't, like, oh, yeah, like, I put those names right there. No, I did not do that. I changed them to my own way, and a lot of people do that, too, so I think if you want to say, like, I'm a copycat, try to, but I did my own spin on it, and everybody does the same thing, so no. But yeah, she's an 18-year-old who is part witch, part wizard, and she's actually the most powerful one. So that's the thing right there. She's very powerful. She cannot control her magic for the life of her. They have to put on a necklace for her to control it. And you will see throughout the entire series from her growth and how she views life, how she views her, like, the people around her and stuff. But yeah, for right now, I'm gonna stop here, and I hope you guys continue to read it. If you guys can, if you guys again need the link, please let me know, and I will send it to you. And please follow the Instagrams. It's the same as this one. I have the YouTube connected to that if you want to see it, the videos that I posted before. But have a good day. Love you guys.